Hello everybody, the Unscrambled channel takes footage and checks out what's going on. These things are extremely weird when you've got him and yet it's the same picture as in the prison. I just find it quite incredibly. One's just a bit more aged and we weren't supposed to notice because we haven't been noticing. I mean, even this one, I mean, come on. I thought that Prince Harry and Prince William were alike. I think it's quite incredible how much Prince Harry and Prince William look alike. I never thought they looked alike at all. But that picture there of William, I think is Harry with different hair, beard. But this one's also very strange. You know, that face turned into different faces that look nothing like Prince Charles. And when you actually look at the top of his head's been cut off. And then we get Boris. We're back on Prince Charles's head. But then we get to Boris. And he has a mega meltdown where you can see the other person sitting in him. So, yeah, it was a glitch. But let's move on to show you how they really do it or what this person's saying. And I'm going to stick a few more bits in.
Dear fellow scholars, this is 2-Minute Papers with Dr. Károly Zsolnai Fehér. It is important for you to know that everybody can make deepfakes now. You can turn your head around. Mouth movements are looking great, and eye movements are also translated into the target footage. And of course, as we always say, 2 more papers down the line and it will be even better and cheaper than this.
Whereas I understand what that bloke's saying to us and that he's saying that this is how they do it, they only need 1 photograph, I just wondered what everybody thought about how they did this. Yeah. I don't see it quite like that bloke says, but obviously they're doing it something like that because, yeah. But anyway, what does everybody think? Here's the next bit. Stand in a road and see the other side of it, a single road, and look at the size of him. Now look at the size of the Prime Minister! Look at that. Look at that. Look. He's smaller than the people over there. Oh my, I don't know whether to cry or laugh. Look at the size of, I'm sorry. Look at the size of Boris, look at the size of the cameraman. He's basically a car distance away. Look at it, look what they're giving us. Oh my, the size of Boris. Anyway, I'm adding this bit, so the rest of the video is what I made before. I'm just, wow. What do they think we are? Stupid? The cameraman isn't really moving that much. The cameraman's only moving a tiny bit. Now those people are supposed to be there, but you don't actually see the same thing going on with the people as you see going on with Boris. And there's just something wrong. So they must have recorded all this well before as well.
As you see, some papers are so well done and are so clear that they just speak for themselves. This is one of them. To use this technique, all you need to do is record a video of yourself, add just 1 image of the target subject, run this learning-based algorithm, and there you go. If you stay until the end of this video, you will see even more.
Maybe they just have a myriad way of doing things, but what does everybody think to how they've done Boris, to how the deepfakes work? What's everybody's thoughts about that? Thanks for watching.
People introducing themselves as me. As noted, many important gestures are being translated, such as head, mouth, and eye movement, but what's even better is that even full body movement works. Absolutely incredible. Now, there are plenty of techniques out there that can create deepfakes, many of which we have talked about in this series. So, what sets this one apart? Well, 1. Most previous algorithms required additional information, for instance, facial landmarks or a pose estimation of the target subject. This one requires no knowledge of the image. As a result, this technique becomes so much more general. we can create high-quality deepfakes with just one photo of the target subject, make ourselves dance like a professional, and, what's more, hold on to your papers because it also works on non-humanoid and cartoon models, and even that's not all, we can even synthesize an animation of a robot arm by using another one as a driving sequence. So, why is it that it doesn't need all this additional information? Well, if we look under the hood, we see that it is a neural network-based method that generates all this information by itself. It identifies what kind of movements and transformations are taking place in our driving video. You can see that the learned key points here follow the motion of the videos really well. Now we pack up all this information and send it over to the generator to warp the target image appropriately, taking into consideration possible occlusions that may occur. This means that some parts of the image may now be uncovered where we don't know what the background should look like. Normally, we would do this by hand with an image in-painting technique. For instance, you see the legendary patch match algorithm here that does it. However, in this case, the neural network does it automatically by itself. If you are seeking for flaws in the output, these will be important regions to look at. And it not only requires less information than previous techniques, but it also outperforms them significantly.